So have you ever attended a live event and maybe it was inspirational, maybe you learned a lot of cool stuff, maybe you filled up pages and pages of notes, maybe you got a special journal or notebook that you just completely filled and you were all excited, and then if it was back in the old days where we traveled to events, you flew home and maybe you reviewed your notes, or now these days it's all Zoom and stuff, and you just got all pumped up and you took a look at all those notes, but then you sort of set that notebook aside, you never really did anything with it. Has it ever happened to you? I know it's happened to me, so I was just wondering if that's ever happened to you. I think it happens for a lot of people, that it's easy to get inspired. I think it's a human trait. It's easy to be inspired. It's easy to learn stuff, but to actually take that and put it into motion, put it into action is a whole different thing. And of course, that putting it into action, putting it into motion, that's what makes all the difference. The difference between going and getting excited and taking pages of notes and learning something, and then the difference between that and doing something is everything. It's night and day. It's the difference between affecting the change in your life that you want, or just having the same old life that you've got. And so that's why I have this event. I was just shooting this video here to try to fill this event, and I think we will fill it because we haven't filled it for a very long time, my PLF Live event. And a minute ago, I finished shooting that video to tell people about it. We're going to open up registration in just a couple days here. But the thing I've focused, because I've had a lot of practice with this. The first time I did this event, I did it one-off in 2007. A long time ago, long time ago. And then took a couple of years off to sort of recover from putting on that event with probably too few resources and too little preparation. But then in 2010, I started doing it every year. In fact, there was one year I did it twice. I think I'm up to like 14 of these events or something like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. They're 3-day events. So if it was, it's whatever, 40 days on stage. If it's my 14th event, 42 days of my life, more than a month and a half of my life spent on stage with this PLF Live event. But one of the things that became clear early on was I didn't want an event where it was just me doing a bunch of lectures and getting people pumped up and excited and filling their notebooks with pages and then going home and doing nothing with it. So I've built this entire event and I've been refining it year after year after year to be a workshop where we actually get the work done. Because I know that there is just real power in, well, first an immersive environment where you're just all in for 3 days. Even if it's Zoom, we create a completely immersive environment where you're all in. So I think there's nothing well, I shouldn't say nothing, but it's an incredibly important, powerful thing to be immersed in something. But then to be led through exercises is really a powerful thing. And that's what this whole event's about. It's not about a bunch of lectures. It's not about me lecturing and lecturing and lecturing. You can go watch videos if you want to hear me lecture. If you want to get the work done, at PLF Live, we have these exercises where we walk through things like really understanding your avatar, your customer avatar, who you're selling to, really creating an amazing offer that speaks to what they really desire, to their hopes, their dreams, to their fears, to their frustrations, something that will solve those fears and frustrations and give them their hopes and dreams. If you can create that kind of offer, then doing the launch is pretty easy. So we go through those things. We go through actually building out your launch, building out the different pieces of your launch, including your pre-launch content and your sales message, your sales video. So we have exercise where we go through this. And this is what I think is one of the most important things is when you're being led through those exercises by me and by my coaches, when we're actually leading you through there and you're seeing examples, but this is the key thing. When you're doing it in concert with all the other folks at the event, there's just a power there's a crazy power in working together. Even if you're all working on your own individual things, to like, okay, you have these 10 minutes to do this exercise, to fill out this form, to get you to this piece, and knowing you're doing it along with hundreds of other people that are walking the same path that you're walking. And that's what we arrived at. If we weren't there that first year, 2, 3 years in PLF Live, we weren't there, but we got there. And I think that's what's made the event so powerful. Because I know the people that I attract, the people that show up for my events, are the people that want to do the work. They want the work. They want to do the work. They want the exercises because they know what that will get them. They know what the launch will get them. So I'm super, this is sort of PLF Live season for me. The event's coming up it's going to be at the end of April. We're going to open up the doors for registration in the next few days. And right now, it's about the only thing that's on my mind these days, other than when I'm heading out going skiing, is focus on building out this event. And it is, we take what's worked and we use that over and over and over, but we're refining. When I say me, it's me and my entire team. We're constantly refining how we're going to do that. And we've got some really cool new innovations for this year. But I think the real key is we have these incredibly powerful exercises. We teach from example, we show you example, and we walk through this process so you get your launch built, and you're doing it along with hundreds of other people who are doing the work with you. And I just think as humans, we're communal. We're communal beings. And doing that work that you're being led through along with all these other folks, it's such an incredibly powerful environment. And that's why I get so excited about PLF Live every year. So that's just a little behind the scenes of what's going on in my life. Keep an eye out for an email from me. If everything goes right, it should be coming out this week that will send you details on how to get registered. We've made this incredibly affordable, ridiculously affordable, and it's going to be an awesome event. If you're not already getting my emails, then just go to jeffwalker.com and there'll be a place where you can join, put in your email address so we can send you updates. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's going to be awesome. PLF Live is going to be awesome. And yeah, scroll down. If you've been to PLF Live before, scroll down, leave a comment and tell people just how incredible it is. Because I can talk about it forever, but when they hear about it from other folks, it's even better. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment, and let's go get them this week.